Hey everybody, welcome to another deep dive with us.
Yeah, it's great to be here.
Awesome. So, today we're going to be looking at something pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's 50 African proverbs curated by the folks over at TrenderHQ.
Proverbs. Interesting.
Yeah. And we're going to take a look and see how much wisdom we can pull out of these.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so we're talking wisdom, perseverance, community life lessons, and even nature.
Sounds like a lot to unpack.
Yeah, it is. But I think we're up for the challenge.
I'm in.
Okay, awesome. So let's jump right into the first thing, which is wisdom and knowledge. And there's one proverb here that really sets the stage perfectly.
Okay, let's hear it.
It says, "A wise man never knows all, only fools know everything."
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah,
Especially in today's world, right? It seems like everyone's an expert on everything.
it's true. Yeah, we're constantly bombarded with information.
Yeah, exactly. And it's tempting to think that we've got it all figured out.
Right.
But, this proverb, it reminds us to stay humble.
Yeah, to be open to new ideas.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Because true wisdom, it's not about having all the answers.
It's more about acknowledging what you don't know.
Right. And being willing to learn.
And that's kind of a struggle for a lot of us these days, I think.
Oh, absolutely. Especially with, all the information overload we were talking about.
Right. It's like we're drowning in information, but sometimes we forget to actually think critically about it all.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah,
It's like having a library full of books, but never actually opening one.
exactly.
And there's another proverb that really speaks to this. It says, knowledge without wisdom is like water in the sand.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You can pour all the knowledge you want into someone's head, but if they don't have the wisdom to use it, it's just going to slip away.
Like trying to build a sandcastle on the beach.
Oh, yeah, exactly. It's not going to last.
So what are we supposed to do about it then? How do we actually gain wisdom?
Well, there's another proverb here that offers a clue. It says, a single conversation with a wise man is better than 10 years of study.
Wow. So it's suggesting that we learn more from experience and from talking to others than we do from just reading books.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, don't get me wrong, books are important.
Of course, yeah.
But there's something special about learning from someone who's actually lived through something,
Yeah, like a mentor or a teacher.
Exactly. Someone who can share their stories and insights.
Right. So it's not just about accumulating knowledge. It's about understanding how to apply it in real life.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And that's where wisdom comes in.
So we've talked about the importance of humility and being open to learning.
Yeah.
But these proverbs, they're not all about sunshine and roses, are they?
Not quite, haha. Life is full of challenges, right?
It's true.
And there's a whole section here dedicated to perseverance and hardship.
Oh, yeah, I noticed that.
One proverb that really resonated with me says, smooth seas do not make skillful sailors.
It's like saying that we need challenges to grow.
Exactly. Imagine a sailor who's only ever sailed in calm waters.
Okay.
When a storm hits, they're going to be completely unprepared.
Right, they won't know what to do.
Exactly. But a sailor who's faced storms before.
They'll know how to weather the storm.
Right. They'll have the skills and experience to navigate through it.
So are you saying that in a way those difficult times are actually gifts?
In a way, yes.
Yeah.
Because they force us to grow and become stronger.
I like that perspective. It's so easy to get bogged down in the negativity of a tough situation.
Yeah, but if we can shift our mindset and see those challenges as
It
opportunities.
can make all the difference.
And there's another proverb that speaks to this. It says, however long the night, the dawn will break.
It's a reminder that even the darkest times eventually come to an end.
Right. There's always hope for a new beginning.
And sometimes just knowing that can be enough to keep us going.
Absolutely. But what about those challenges we can't control?
Those things that are just part of who we are.
Exactly. There's a proverb that says, rain beats the leopard's skin, but does not wash out the spots.
So are you saying that we should just accept the things we can't change?
I think that's part of it. It's about recognizing that some things are beyond our control, like our personalities or certain circumstances in our lives.
So it's not about giving up or resigning yourself to a fate you don't like.
No, it's more about focusing our energy on the things we can actually influence.
Right. It's about choosing our battles wisely.
Exactly.
No.
And speaking of battles, there's another proverb that's particularly relevant in today's world. It says, no matter how hot your anger is, it cannot cook yams.
Haha. That's a good one. So are you saying that anger isn't always productive?
Exactly. Anger is a natural human emotion,
Yeah, of course.
but we need to learn how to manage it effectively.
Right. Otherwise, it can consume us.
Exactly. It's like a fire that burns but doesn't produce anything useful.
We need to channel that anger into something positive.
Right. Use it as fuel to create change.
That's a great way to put it. So we've talked about the importance of wisdom, humility, and perseverance.
Yeah.
What's next on our proverb journey?
Well, let's move on to our next theme, community and relationships.
Oh, that's a good one. I'm always fascinated by the different ways that cultures view relationships.
Me too. And there are some really insightful proverbs here about the power of community.
Okay, what's the first one?
This one is a classic. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together.
I've heard that one before.
It's a popular one for a reason.
Yeah, it speaks to the balance between individual ambition and the power of collaboration.
Exactly. Sometimes you need to rely on your own drive to achieve something quickly.
Right.
But for those big long-term goals, you need the support of a team.
It's like trying to climb a mountain.
You can definitely try to do it alone.
But it's going to be a lot harder.
And a lot more dangerous.
Right. You need a team to support you and help you along the way.
Exactly. And there are a couple of other proverbs that really emphasize this point.
Okay, I'm all ears.
One says, sticks in a bundle are unbreakable.
So it's like saying that there's strength in numbers.
Exactly. And the other one says, two ants do not fail to pull one grasshopper.
I like that one. It's like teamwork makes the dream work.
Right. When people come together with a common goal, they can achieve amazing things.
And then there's this proverb that takes a slightly darker but equally powerful stance. The child who is not embraced by the village will burn it down to feel its warmth.
Wow. Yeah, that's a powerful one.
It speaks to the importance of social connection and belonging.
Absolutely. When people feel isolated and disconnected, it can lead to destructive behaviors.
Right. It's like they're trying to get attention in any way they can.
Yeah, and it's a reminder that we all need a sense of community, a place where we feel valued and connected.
It's like we all need a tribe.
Exactly. We need people who support us and who we can support in return.
This proverb is a call to action for all of us to foster a sense of community and support in our own lives.
I agree. We need to create environments where everyone feels welcome and valued.
So we've talked about the importance of community and collaboration.
Yeah.
What other gems of wisdom can we find in these proverbs?
Well, there's a whole category dedicated to life lessons and morality.
Oh, cool. What's the first one that comes to mind?
This one is a favorite of mine. Do not look where you fell, but where you slipped.
That's an interesting one.
It's all about learning from our mistakes,
Okay.
not just dwelling on the failure itself.
But figuring out what caused it.
Exactly. So we can avoid making the same mistake again.
It's like analyzing a sports game after you lose.
Yeah. You don't just focus on the score. You look at what went wrong so you can improve next time.
Right. It's about identifying those weaknesses and figuring out how to turn them into strengths.
Precisely. And here's another proverb that I think is particularly important for parents and educators.
Okay, let's hear it.
It says, what you help a child to love can be more important than what you help them to learn. That's a deep one. So it's saying that we should focus on nurturing a child's passions.
Yeah, I think so. It's about instilling a love of learning and a sense of purpose. Right. It's not just about filling their heads with facts, but about helping them discover what they're passionate about.
Exactly. And that's something that will stay with them for life.
Absolutely. And then there's this proverb that I think is relevant for anyone pursuing their goals.
Okay, tell me more.
It says, the lion does not turn around when a small dog barks.
That's a great visual. So it's like saying, don't let the haters get to you.
Exactly. It's about staying focused on your path and not letting distractions derail you.
Right. It's about having that inner strength to know what's important and not giving up on your dreams.
It's a good reminder to drown out the noise and keep moving forward.
And speaking of moving forward, let's delve into our final category of proverbs of this segment.
Okay. I'm excited. What have you got?
This category focuses on nature and its inherent wisdom.
I love that. Nature has so much to teach us.
It does. And there's a proverb here that beautifully illustrates our interconnectedness with the natural world.
I'm intrigued.
It says, rain does not fall on one roof alone.
So it's like saying that we're all connected.
Exactly. What affects one person or community can ripple out and affect others.
Right. It's like a domino effect.
It's a call for empathy and understanding, recognizing that we're all part of a larger ecosystem.
We need to start thinking about the bigger picture.
And here's one that I think is a great reminder for anyone feeling stuck or uninspired.
Okay, I'm listening.
It says, even the best cooking pot will not produce food.
Haha. So it's not enough to just have the tools you have to actually use them.
Exactly. You can have all the talent and potential in the world.
But if you don't put in the effort,
Nothing will happen.
it's like having a fancy car but never driving it.
Yeah. What's the point?
So we need to take action and make things happen.
Exactly. We're the cooks of our own lives.
I like that analogy. It's empowering.
And finally, I want to share a proverb that emphasizes the importance of long-term thinking and stewardship.
Okay, shoot.
It says, the earth is not ours. It is a treasure we hold in trust for future generations.
That's a powerful one.
It's a reminder that we're not just temporary inhabitants of this planet.
We have a responsibility to care for it.
Exactly. Not just for ourselves, but for those who come after us.
That's a great message to end on. It's a call to action for all of us to be more mindful of our impact on the planet.
And to make choices that will benefit future generations.
I think we've covered a lot of ground already in this first segment.
We have. And there's still so many more proverbs to explore.
I know. I can't wait to see what other gems of wisdom we can uncover.
Welcome back. We're ready to uncover even more wisdom from these African proverbs.
Yeah. I'm excited to see what else we can learn.
Me too. So, where should we start?
Well, earlier you mentioned proverbs about acceptance and letting go.
Oh, yeah. Like that one about the river?
Yeah. The one that says, the river is not disturbed because a dog barks at it.
Right.
Yeah.
That one. What do you think that means?
Well, I think it's about inner peace.
Yeah. Not letting the little things get to you.
Right? Like the river, it just keeps flowing no matter what's happening around it.
Exactly. It doesn't let the barking dog disrupt its flow.
So it's a reminder to stay focused on what's important.
Right. And not let negativity throw us off course.
I like that. And then there's that proverb about slow and steady progress.
Oh, yeah. The moon moves slowly, but it crosses the town.
That's the one. It's such a beautiful image.
It is. And it's so true.
Like sometimes we get so caught up in the hustle and bustle of life.
Yeah, always trying to rush things.
But this proverb reminds us to be patient.
To trust the process.
Exactly. Slow and steady progress can lead to amazing results.
It's like that saying, Rome wasn't built in a day.
Exactly. And speaking of getting things done,
Yeah.
there's that proverb that cautions against empty boasts.
Oh, yeah. The roaring lion kills no game.
That's the one. What do you think it's trying to tell us?
Well, I think it's a reminder that actions speak louder than words.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You can talk all you want about what you're going to do.
Right.
But if you don't actually do it,
It doesn't mean anything.
exactly. It's a call to be a doer, not just a talker.
So we need to walk the walk, not just talk the talk.
I like that. Okay, so moving on. I'm really interested in the proverbs about personal growth and development.
Oh, me too. There are some really insightful ones in there.
Yeah. Like that one that says, when the shadow of a tree disappears, you know it is evening.
That's a thought-provoking one. What do you think it means?
Well, to me, it's about being aware of the subtle signs and rhythms of life.
Okay.
Just like the disappearing shadow signals the approaching evening.
Right.
There are other cues all around us.
In nature and in our own lives.
Exactly. It's about paying attention to those cues and recognizing patterns.
So it's about self-awareness.
Right. Knowing when it's time to rest, recharge, or maybe even change direction.
I like that. And then there's that proverb that encourages us to look at our strengths and weaknesses with a critical eye.
Oh, yeah. The one about the spider's web.
That's the one. A
Let's-
spider's cobweb isn't only its home, but also its trap.
It's such a clever analogy.
I know. It's suggesting that even our strengths can have a downside.
Right. What might serve us well in one situation.
Could hold us back in another.
Exactly. It's all about context.
And being willing to adapt and evolve.
Right. Sometimes we need to let go of old patterns, even if they've been successful in the past.
Otherwise, we might get stuck.
Exactly. And speaking of growth,
Yeah.
there's a proverb that's particularly relevant for young people, but really I think it applies to all of us.
Okay, I'm listening.
It says, don't set sail using someone else's star.
Wow, I love that. It's about charting your own course,
Yeah. Following your own dreams and aspirations.
not trying to live up to someone else's expectations.
Exactly. It's about trusting your own inner compass.
I think that's so important, especially these days.
It is. It's easy to get caught up in what everyone else is doing.
Right. And we can lose sight of our own unique gifts and talents.
But this proverb reminds us to be true to ourselves.
To embrace our individuality.
And there's another proverb that speaks to this. It says, the sun does not forget a village just because it is small.
That's a beautiful one.
It is. It reminds us that everyone has value.
Regardless of their size or status.
Exactly. We all have something unique to offer.
It's like that saying, every snowflake is different.
Right. And together they create a beautiful winter wonderland.
Okay, so we've talked about the importance of self-awareness and individuality.
Yeah.
What's next on our proverb adventure?
Well, how about we explore some proverbs that deal with adaptability,
Oh, that's a good one, especially in today's world.
where everything is constantly changing.
Exactly. There's a proverb that says, a tree does not move unless there is wind.
Oh, I like that one.
It's a reminder that change is inevitable.
Right. And we need to be flexible enough to bend with the wind.
Otherwise, we might break.
It's about finding that balance between staying true to our values.
But also being open to new experiences and ideas.
And speaking of navigating difficult times,
Yeah.
there's a proverb that speaks to the power of patience.
Okay, what is it?
It says, patience can cook a stone.
Wow. That's a powerful image.
It is. It suggests that even the most impossible tasks.
Can be accomplished with enough time and perseverance.
Exactly. It's about trusting the process and not giving up too easily.
Sometimes the greatest rewards come to those who are willing to wait.
That's a good reminder.
Yeah.
And speaking of rewards,
Yeah.
there's a proverb that highlights the beautiful cycle of learning and teaching.
Oh, I love this one. He who learns teaches.
That's it. It's a reminder that learning is a lifelong journey.
And that we all have something to teach and something to learn.
I love that. Okay, so let's shift gears a bit and talk about relationships.
Oh, yeah. That's always an interesting topic.
It is. And there's some really insightful proverbs here about the dynamics between people.
Okay, I'm all ears. What's the first one?
This one is short and sweet. A single bracelet does not jingle.
What do you think that means?
To me, it's about the importance of connection and community.
Okay.
Just like a single bracelet can't make music on its own.
We need the presence and interaction of others.
To create harmony and vibrancy in our lives.
It's like we're all interconnected.
Exactly. And there's a proverb that really emphasizes this point. It takes a village to raise a child.
Ah, yeah. That's a classic.
It highlights the idea that raising children is not just the responsibility of parents.
But of the entire community.
Right. It takes a village to provide the love, support, and guidance that children need to thrive.
I love that. And then there's this proverb that speaks to the very essence of friendship.
Oh yeah, what is it?
A friend is someone you share the path with.
It's so simple, but so profound.
I know. True friends are those who walk alongside us,
Through thick and thin,
sharing the journey with all its ups and downs,
they celebrate our successes.
and offer comfort during difficult times.
Exactly. And they understand us at a deep level.
It's about having someone you can truly rely on
Someone who gets you.
and accepts you for who you are.
That's true friendship. And speaking of navigating those complex dynamics within relationships,
Yeah.
there's a proverb that offers a unique perspective on boundaries.
Okay, I'm curious.
It says, one who causes others misfortune also teaches them wisdom.
That's an interesting one.
It's suggesting that sometimes allowing people to experience the natural consequences of their actions.
Can be a powerful teacher.
Right. While it's natural to want to protect our loved ones from harm,
Sometimes the best way to help them is to let them learn from their own mistakes.
it's like that saying, you can't learn to swim without getting in the water.
Sometimes you have to experience a little bit of discomfort to truly grow.
And then there's this proverb that's even more direct about setting boundaries.
Oh, yeah. What is it?
A man cannot sit on your back unless you bend over.
Haha. I love that. It's such a powerful image.
It is. It's about recognizing that we have a choice.
In how we allow others to treat us,
We don't have to be doormats
we have the power to assert our boundaries.
and say no to those who try to take advantage of us.
I think that's so important to remember.
It is. We all deserve to be treated with respect.
Okay, so let's talk about family.
Oh yeah, family is so important.
There's a proverb that beautifully captures the importance of unity.
What is it?
It says, a united family eats from the same bowl.
That's a lovely image.
It's about coming together as a family
Supporting each other.
and working towards common goals.
It's like that saying, blood is thicker than water.
Family bonds can be incredibly powerful.
And they can help us get through tough times.
And then there's this proverb that reminds us to not take our loved ones for granted.
What's that one?
Do not treat your loved ones like a guest, or they will leave as a guest.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. It's about making an effort to nurture our relationships.
Right. To show our appreciation for those closest to us.
We need to make our loved ones feel like they belong.
Not like they're just temporary visitors.
Exactly. And speaking of belonging,
Yeah.
there's a proverb that speaks to our interconnectedness as human beings.
Okay, let's hear it.
It says, a person is a person because of other people.
That's deep.
It highlights the African philosophy of Ubuntu.
Which emphasizes our interconnectedness.
Exactly. We are all shaped by our relationships with others.
And our individual identities are linked to the communities we belong to.
We are all part of the same human family.
And our well-being is intertwined.
And speaking of well-being,
Yeah.
there's a proverb that emphasizes the importance of inner strength.
Okay, I'm all ears.
It says, "If there is no enemy within, the enemy outside can do no harm."
Wow. That's powerful.
It is. It's a reminder that our greatest challenges often come from within ourselves.
Our fears, our doubts, our insecurities.
Exactly. But when we can conquer those inner demons,
We become much more resilient to external challenges.
it's like that saying, your worst enemy is yourself.
When we can learn to manage our own thoughts and emotions.
We become so much stronger.
And then there's this proverb that speaks to the importance of seeking guidance.
Oh, yeah. A house without a parent is like a ship without a captain.
That's a good one. It highlights the need for leadership and direction.
Both in our personal lives and in our communities.
We all need mentors and guides.
To help us navigate the challenges of life.
And to provide wisdom and support.
Okay, so let's move on to some proverbs that deal with memory and the lasting impact of our experiences.
Yeah. That's a fascinating topic.
There's one proverb that's particularly poignant. It says, "The eye never forgets what the heart has seen."
That's a beautiful one.
It speaks to the power of our emotions to shape our memories,
The things we see and experience
especially those events that touch us deeply.
can stay with us long after the event itself has passed.
They can influence our perceptions and shape our understanding of the world.
It's like those core memories that stick with us.
And speaking of unforgettable experiences,
Yeah.
there's this proverb that captures the pure joy and innocence of childhood.
Okay, let's hear it.
The laughter of a child lights up the house.
Ah, that's so true. There's nothing quite as infectious as a child's laughter.
It's a reminder to find joy in the simple things
To appreciate the beauty and wonder of life.
and to never lose touch with our inner child.
Exactly. And then there's this proverb that speaks to the wisdom that comes with age.
Oh, yeah. What is it?
It says, "An old man seated sees farther than a young man standing."
It's about the value of experience.
And the perspective that comes with time.
As we age, we gain a depth of understanding.
That can't be acquired through book learning alone.
It's a reminder to respect our elders
And to seek out their wisdom.
because they have so much to teach us.
Wow, we've covered a lot of ground today.
We have, from perseverance and acceptance to the importance of community and the wisdom of nature.
And it feels like we've only just scratched the surface.
There's always more to learn from these proverbs.
I know, I'm already feeling inspired to go back and reread some of these.
Me too. They're so full of wisdom and insight.
I'm amazed by how a simple saying can hold so much meaning.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really incredible, isn't it? Like these little nuggets of wisdom just packed with truth.
And they've been passed down for generations.
Exactly. It makes you think about the people who first spoke these words.
Yeah,
I know, it's humbling. It is. So are you ready for the final proverb?
I am. Hit me with it.
Okay, here it is. "The sun will shine on those who stand before it shines on those who kneel under them."
Wow, that's powerful.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like a call to action.
To be proactive, to shape our own destinies.
Right. To stand tall and face our challenges head on.
Not to just sit back and wait for things to happen to us.
We have the power to create the future we want.
Exactly. And this proverb reminds us of that.
It's a great message to end on.
It is. It brings together all the themes we've talked about today.
Perseverance, resilience, self-belief, taking action.
It's all there.
So what's the takeaway message here?
I think it's this. We all have the potential to create a brighter future.
For ourselves and for the world.
But we have to be willing to stand up and make it happen.
I love that. Well, this has been an incredible journey.
It has.
Exploring these 50 African proverbs has been such a rich experience.
I agree.
I know I'll be thinking about these sayings for a long time.
Me too. And you know what I think is really cool?
What's that?
These proverbs, they're not just ancient wisdom.
They're still relevant today.
Exactly. They offer timeless guidance for navigating the challenges of life.
And for becoming better human beings.
It's like they're little gifts.
Gifts of wisdom passed down through generations.
And now we get to share them with others.
So to all our listeners out there,
Yeah.
take these proverbs with you.
Let them inspire you
Challenge you.
and guide you on your journey.
Because, as we've learned today,
There's a lot of wisdom to be found
in the simple sayings.
of those who came before us.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
It's been a pleasure sharing these proverbs with you
We'll see you next time.
for another fascinating exploration.